everyone, and welcome to the big question with SnG. Today's topic is
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones.
Guys, I thought the topic was are they straight or not? Why do we change?
Oh yeah, actually, Other Straight or Not is a good Game of Thrones storyline.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Is Jon Snow gay? No, but let's talk about Game of Thrones.
Yes.
Just to set context, Game of Thrones TV show geek.
And
Game
reader,
TV
no?
show geek.
And at the books.
And at the books.
Oh, and at the books. Oh, fuck, I didn't know that. Okay. Has read all the books, even the ones that have not been written by... he's written Winds of Winter. He knows the ending. 3-4 people know the ending. Vienna of Davy Weiss.
I've caught up on the TV show. So.
R.R. Martin and Adar Malik. Newest entrant started watching Game of Thrones from the 3rd season, then went back to the
his
first.
girlfriend,
but
because
wait.
his girlfriend told him to
No,
watch
1 minute.
How whipped are you?
Wait, guys. By the way, so I already knew everything about Game of Thrones. I read the books through Facebook statuses. Okay, like everyone just posts everything about it on Facebook. What is the point?
And now Kautuk just pretends to be
Yeah.
shocked. Oh shit! Red wedding. Shit, I totally didn't know that.
Exactly.
Here's a question for you guys. Okay, now we are all fans of the show in some degree or the other, and a lot of people watching, I'm sure, are too. Why do we like the show so much? And
Good question.
It's not boobs, dude.
I know.
Spartacus
For a
has
large part of the people.
Spartacus has boobs. Rome has boobs. Why aren't they as popular as Game of Thrones?
Correct.
Yeah.
Beheadings.
Beheadings. That's something. I think.
No,
I'll tell you what it is. I think it's the idea that good guy can also lose.
Yes.
Which is
The idea.
Yes. Also, I think like Game of Thrones is the most stylistically produced soap opera ever. Like
Yeah.
if you really look at it, the themes are so soap opera. It is like ये मर गया but फिर वो वापस आ
But
गया.
I don't think
Except-
Tulsi ever had sex with her son. I don't think that
No,
happened.
little edgy,
On
but
Cookie Saas
almost.
Kavi Bahut Hi.
Also, Mihir Virani never came back because of a red witch. He came back on his
Own.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
Mihir Virani won.
He came
Jon
back.
Snow
Yeah.
zero.
Mihir Virani didn't die because people stabbed him. He died because of contract disputes.
You know what's interesting about all this that George R.R. Martin,
Yeah.
George R.R. Martin, coffee thief, is an atheist. All right, is an atheist. He believes in free markets. So he obviously is against feudalism, which is what this story is based on. And what I find really interesting is people have these arguments on who's going to win the Game of Thrones, right? As if there is to be a winner. I really don't think there's going to be a winner. I think everyone's going to be the loser. I think that's the essence of the story, is that when you're in a world where everybody's trying to eat each other's food, everyone stays hungry.
Whoa,
You know,
deep
like-
thought,
Oh,
deep thought.
Plato.
But our table is made of glass.
Just
so
look at
we
the
can't
context.
do
Just look
that.
at the context. And this is spoilers alert if you've never seen the show. You have all these humans fighting.
How have you never seen this show? Really?
You have all these humans.
Spoil it for them. Tell
Yeah.
them. Jon Snow dies.
Listen, but you have all these humans fighting over the throne, right?
Yeah.
And they're even fighting in Essos, they're fighting in Westeros, both the continents. But at the same time, you have from the north these White Walkers coming south, and from the east these dragons coming.
Yeah.
So eventually, who's going to be in the middle? It's humans, and all this bullshit about lineage and I'm a bastard. You know, it seems like it's almost like a kind of reflecting on who we are. We are all fighting. The world is almost, because of climate change and all these things, sort of spiraling.
Wait,
towards.
are you making a comparison between like the White Walkers are the glaciers that are melting?
Absolutely, yeah.
Throughout history, every major event that has happened has invariably also inspired something in Game of Thrones.
Yes.
Throughout. Like whatever's happened, whether it's like a natural issue or like wars or anything for that matter, you'll find a real life implication
Yeah.
of something that you watch in Game
Yeah.
of Thrones.
You know what I find really cool is that all of them are vying for the throne and not one of them has said anything about development. It's amazing.
Yes.
That's pretty cool.
Ab ki baar North ki sarkar.
अब की बार टॉम एंड
There's no
सरकार.
odd even rule in Game of Thrones के आज horse cart नहीं चलेगा. आज खाली घोड़े पे.
सुन अगर तेरे पास ड्रैगन है ना तो वो ड्रैगन ऐसे आग नहीं डालता.
आग बहुत निकलता है, pollution होता है ड्रैगन से.
Okay, favorite character from Game of Thrones.
Favorite character from Game of Thrones? Oh, there are way too many.
No, but you have to still narrow it down to one.
Favorite character probably
Varys, because you look like him. I relate with this man.
No, I think my favorite character is Littlefinger. I'll tell you why.
Oh, we know why.
Because because he's from an island called the Fingers and he's little. Because Littlefinger came from nothing. And the way he's become
He was a chai wala and now
No.
Wow.
Look at that. He came.
He's a lord.
No, but the thing is that he's been very shrewd about how to go about his business and who to side with and play that game, the Game of Thrones, right? And he came with nothing like Cersei, all these other characters. People will say Arya is their favorite too, but Arya is just a kid who's been thrown into the deep end.
That's why I like Arya more.
Littlefinger has worked his way up. Knowing that he's never going to physically beat somebody. Arya may, because now she's learning. But Littlefinger will never win a fight. And in fact, the book does a beautiful background of where he comes from. He was in love with Catelyn, right?
Yeah.
And he got his ass kicked by Brandon Stark, Ned Stark's older brother. He got his ass kicked. And he realized, I need to like...
Wait till Catelyn has a
That's
daughter
also the
and
story
then
of
make
Fular
out with
Kate.
her.
If you think about it.
Bollywood.
Finish characters.
okay.
Littlefinger's mine.
Tyrion, hands down.
Hands down only.
His hands are
Short joke. Why?
Tyrion is the most manipulative. He's the cleverest. I think he is the lead actor. If there is a lead actor in Game of Thrones, like even in the books and the series, he is the lead.
I think it reflects on...
Eye of the storm.
Do you think there's any similarity between him and his father and you and your father? Like how he hated his father and then shot him in the heart.
Poor Abu. Who shot him in the heart? No, my favorite character is Arya. I like Arya because I think she came from someone who had everything, had all the comforts in the world, and now is semi-blind and thrown into...
Oh, she just got her.
Yes,
Blind.
I know. I'm trying to not spoil. You know what? We can just fucking spoil
Yeah.
it. If
Yeah,
they're
we've
not
already-
By
caught
the
up
way,
to
if you
it,
haven't seen the latest episode,
just please leave.
Don't watch this.
Yeah.
Go away.
No, but what I like about her character is that she's cut off from all of this. She has her own thing going. You know what? Everything that these people are doing is affecting the whole larger scheme of things. But
Arya
Arya
don't
has
give
her
a fuck.
own. Arya don't
And
give a
let's
fuck.
not forget, Arya has a Valyrian steel sword.
Needle.
Yes.
Needle.
And by the way, let's finish your favorite character.
My favorite character is this very rebellious character who does not give a fuck. It's amazing. Drogon. He's like plays by his own
Drogon
rules,
is
okay?
badass.
Listen, what did Viserion do to you, man?
Yeah.
No, but those pussies got chained, okay? Like this guy was like, मैं जा रहा हूँ, फिर मैं खुद का life जीऊँगा. I'll find myself. I'll come back and like then I'll.
You notice how like the dragons in the show, they have attitude.
Yeah, they're fucking attitude, man.
They do.
They're like this building auntie, like.
Also, you have a dog.
Yeah.
Like, is there any similarity between like the way the dragons behave on the show and your pet?
Well,
Because the pets technically, right?
well, except for the fact that they can eat you. Yeah. No, but the
My name is Karan Talwar, father of beagles.
father of beagle, master of the hound.
No, but also Jon Snow is a great character in my mind.
No, I think Jon Snow is a terrible character.
Very.
No, I relate with him.
He knows
him.
nothing.
No,
really.
no,
Yeah,
no,
that's why.
Not only
That's-
that, no,
he
he's
knows.
he's a kind like he's been through a lot too.
Yeah.
But his
हाँ बेचारा मर गया था. So that's.
I'll tell you why I relate with Jon Snow. Okay, because when I was in school, a lot of people used to call me bastard.
that hasn't changed.
You know, I knew nothing.
You didn't
in
have
the
sex
test.
till 30.
Yeah.
In that sense,
So-
Ramsay Bolton also is your
Yeah.
favorite character then because he's also a bastard, right?
Yeah.
No, I mean
Bastard.
his
He's a
bastardness.
bastard who's getting shit
Bastard.
done, not
His-
like a bastard who's just sitting around moping.
Okay, now we've gone to favorite characters. Which is one character you'd love to see die? And of
Ooh.
course, Ramsay is obviously one.
Everyone other than Ramsay.
Who do you not
I
want
actually
to
want to see Ollie die again.
Yes.
That smug
Absolutely,
face of
asshole.
him.
Melisandre should just get him back.
Bring him back and then everyone should
Wapas.
just stab him again and then comes back and
They
again.
actually have a nice scene where like, we brought you back because we
Like give
think
him
you're
candy,
the chosen one.
give him candy,
Really?
and then shoot him in the face. Oh, they didn't have guns.
No.
But they get Drogon to like light him on fire.
Crossbow.
You know whose death really interests me is Robert Strong. They don't call him Robert Strong in the show. That's in the book. What's his name?
Gregor
Clegane. The guy, like, he's already like an undead character, right?
Yeah.
So how do you kill him now? Like,
Yeah.
that's really interesting to me. Like,
And I think one. This is my prediction. I think the Dawn plotline is heading towards Dawn coming and killing Robert Strong, like the ladies of Dawn killing him.
well, now there'll be a
For the
rebellion.
longest, I thought Don meant अभी शाहरुख खान का कुछ he's doing a crossover.
डॉन की तलाश तो 11 मुल्कों की पुलिस कर रही है लेकिन एक बार वो नहीं
Game of
By the way, that is the most cringeworthy plotline of
Yeah, it is.
It's
Game
so
of Thrones.
annoying.
Here's my question to you guys. Season 6 so far, okay, like there's some weird, like there's a lot of humor in season 6 for some reason.
Yes, there's a lot of short and
They had a fart joke in
Yeah.
the last
Yeah.
episode.
fart
which
jokes,
is-
and it's Tyrion who's doing most of it. Like at
Tyrion
some point,
and
Tyrion
Varys
is just
are a
going to
buddy.
grab a mic and sab log ke samne. So guys,
Yeah.
what's the deal with eunuchs?
That guy, the Dadi guy who farted, is the funniest character.
He's that Maester Pycelle. Okay, so best scene from all the 6 seasons that you've seen so far. Best scene.
Best scene. I think
Scene that got you going.
uh,
What the fuck?
the whole season 4 episode 9, that whole episode.
Yeah.
The Wildlings versus the Night's Watch.
Oh, that was your favorite episode?
Ah, what a great episode.
Yours?
Man, there are so many moments, but I have to say the one that got me hooked was Ned Stark's beheading. That's the one.
Hey,
that's the one.
Also Night's King raising the dead. That was a pretty cool scene.
See, but all this followed after this, right? Till that point, till that 9th episode of the first season, I was just watching.
Yeah, you
soap
were just
opera.
trying to-
I was watching what he was saying, a soap opera. But then I realized, wait a minute.
Oops.
They killed him.
Yeah.
I thought they were going to release him. It's going to be the story of he's going to have a revenge story going on. I didn't know what the story was.
Yeah.
And then I saw it, and I was like, then I started reading the books after that.
Like
Yeah.
oh bad.
As soon as this happened,
Oh, that's worth it.
because I was like, I can't wait for second season.
Yeah.
Boom! I started reading the books,
Yeah.
and then I read.
You know, I actually saw. I made a couple of my friends watch Game of Thrones after I watched the first season, and they were same thing. They all watched it. Half the
Till-
guys were like, "Oh, boobs,"
Yeah.
and they came to the 9th episode. Right? I said, "I'm coming to watch it with you guys." They sat there, and I knew what was going to happen, and they all waiting. अरे Ned Stark को थोड़ी मारेगा पागल है I will never forget that. That was the most priceless moment of my life because they were just their mouths were open. And I was like, "Hey, how the fuck did they kill?"
You know, and
I think
it
my
is
favorite moment is
50
still
million budget.
Tyrion, the court case with Tyrion. I did not kill
Oh, yeah.
Joffrey, but I wish I had.
Oh,
was
yeah,
one of
yeah,
the-
yeah.
one of
Killed
the
it. I think Nicholas
coolest
deserved
monologues.
an Emmy just for that scene.
He did, I think. He did get it. I think it was
For
that
me, I think
particular monologue.
for me, I really liked Blackwater, Battle of Blackwater.
That was amazing scene too.
Because obviously, I mean, like the way they shot the whole thing was fantastic to make you believe that you are in that era, and just to get that scale was fucking amazing.
They from the only my gripe was it's a beautiful scene, but they didn't do one thing that the books did. And what Tyrion done in the books was he had this chain put in under the water.
Yeah.
And this chain was raised, and it was a huge metal chain.
Yeah.
And all the ships
That got locked.
They got locked into that area. So what he
They
did
got-
was almost like a lasso, a chain lasso.
That's basically 20 million more on the budget. So they're like, नहीं boss ठीक है ऐसे एक में जल जाता है और फिर मर जाते हैं. Can we take a minute to think about how hot Melisandre is?
No,
Yes.
wait. Because
Carrie Swan
I
Horton.
saw the
Wow.
first
You saw the
episode
second
of the-
episode.
Her name is Carrie Swan
Houghton.
Houghton? Carrie Swan Houghton.
Gareth
Wait,
Van
you
Houten.
think she's hotter than Daenerys?
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
no.
Yeah.
No, yeah. In ways. Now,
Yes.
after Daenerys
Sorry,
signed
yes.
the no nudity clause, I think Melisandre is
Okay,
become
here's
much
a
hotter.
question for you guys. Okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, Olena Mart.
On hotness, about 1. On sense of humor, about 15. I think she's the most
Yeah.
badass woman on that show.
Hey, देगी तो लेगा रे.
Said Mr. Pycelle when asked about Mr. देगी तो लेगा.
No.
Alright, guys, this has been fun. If you guys have any questions on the Game of Thrones,
Anything else about Game of Thrones that
that
you
we-
guys want us to answer? Leave it in the comment section below, and if it's funny and interesting, we'll take it or we'll not.
it's probably
It's
not
up
going to
to
be funny or
us.
interesting. Reading most of
But
the comments
just put
we
it
get.
there; it'll be fun. And keep watching, keep sharing the podcast, and yeah, thank you so much. See you next week. Okay, so predictions for what is going to happen.
Predictions for this season. Okay, so I think Arya is going to come back, and I think Arya is going to be a faceless man. Which is amazing because which is amazing, which is incredible.
Is that a step back for feminism?